And this could be the biggest myth in the social selling industry. And I get it. We're told time and time again that the way to sell more is to be more aggressive, be more salesy, get in the inbox, hey girl people more. And we also see those concepts out there like the ABCs of selling, like always be closing. And like the Wolf of Wall Street, we see all these people out there that are kind of put on a pedestal as heroes, that are like the hard closers, the ones that in the gym world, they'd walk into an office and like lock the door behind them. You hear horror stories about those people, but then we also tend to associate success with those people. But here's the thing: if that were true, that you just needed to be more salesy to get more sales and to sell more, then you would never see people jump into social selling with absolutely no experience and be able to crush it. And we hear those stories all the time of these people that are really passionate about what they do. They start getting on social media, sharing their story, sharing their results more, and seeing success. And one of those stories actually is one of the top Beachbody coaches of all time, Ashley Molstad, where we look at that. She didn't come from multiple ranks before her being in other social selling companies where she was always on top. She came from a totally different place of being able to position herself as an expert, as somebody that was preaching something totally different. Like if you guys know her story, she was picked up by People magazine for this article she had written on the same girl, different angles. So there's something else at play here. Being salesy doesn't mean that it's just going to equate to more sales. And it doesn't mean you have to try to fit in that uncomfortable box as a coach to gain the traction that you want in your business. So I present to you, there's two ways, two methodologies to increase your sales. One is that you can concentrate on that. I got to be more salesy. I've got to, hey girl, message people more. I've got to, it's a spray and pray method. I just got to go after more people. You can totally buy into that and believe that. But there's another option. There's another way for you to get to where you want to be in the social selling world. And this is becoming an authority, just like Ashley Molstad did. She stood for something different than what other people were saying. She started to change the conversation around, instead of focusing on what we're not, I'm going to start challenging that status quo, which people are attracted to that because it's different. It comes across as somebody that is not willing to be vulnerable and put themselves out there. And yet she also backs it up with there's facts behind it. She's sharing success stories. She's sharing her own weight loss journey, but she's being really real about it. So I really believe that there is this alternative to being salesy. It's the ability to put your authenticity matched with your authority and what you speak upon that's different than anyone else. And that can equate to building the business of your dreams, something great that maybe you've never imagined. So I hope if this is the first time you're hearing this message, that you don't need to be salesy, that you can be yourself, you can be authentic, and you can speak your truth, that maybe you're feeling like this glimmer of hope. And I really hope that's what this is doing for you, because I'm so passionate about teaching social sellers and fitness coaches how to do this, because most people end up giving up if they don't find this, right? They don't want to fit in that box. They don't want their friends and family to feel like, oh, I don't want to message Ashley because she's just going to try to, convince me into joining something. If you're maybe starting to feel like that, this next workshop is going to be made for you. So I'm going to be putting together a workshop all about how to sell without being salesy. And this is something that, if you're loving this message, if, you're one of the thousands of coaches that has asked for this before, this is exactly what you need to get over this hump, to get over this roadblock. So this workshop is a free workshop that I'm putting together, and it's going to be ready in March. So I want you to watch for more details about it, and I'm going to help you break down the specific things that you need to do to combine your authenticity with your authority in order to build the business that you've been dreaming about, the business that I think all of us really had that sort of glimmer of hope when we first got into this, that it was that easy. Like you could just share your story and great things would happen. Big things would spread in your business. That's what it's all about. So make sure that you drop a comment below with your email so that we can make sure that you get a copy of the invite for the workshop. It is going to be sent through an invite through email, so don't miss out. Drop your email here below, hey Lexi, and make sure that you get in on this workshop coming up. I'm so excited, guys, to teach you all about this, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week, and I'll be dropping some more details about the training. Thanks so much.